Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Planning Commission meeting for May 8th, 2019. I'll call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Chair Kurth.
Here.
Vice Chair Marsh.
Here.
Commissioner Wells.
Present.
Commissioner Uber.
Here.
Commissioner Harriman.
Here.
Thank you. Next, if you'll please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance led to us by Commissioner Wells and Commissioner Huber.
Bow your heads. As this day begins, at the beginning of dawn, we as people recognize God, and we as people to continue to recognize God. Please bless us all in this meeting. Bless the community, bless the county, bless the state. We ask in Jesus' name.
Makes our great American
flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, justice for all.
We have a set of past minutes to deal with from the April 10th, 2019 meeting.
Kurtz, I move to approve the April 10th.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Vice Chair Marsh to approve the minutes of the April 10th, 2019 regular Planning Commission meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. We can start out with agenda item number 1, staff report, please.
Thank you, Chairman Kurth, fellow commissioners. Item number 1 is case PLAN 19-00007. It is an amendment to the circulation element of the City of Victorville's general plan with a negative environmental declaration to reclassify Amethyst Road and Bellflower Street to major arterial cross sections. This happens within the city on areas of Bellflower and Amethyst that are currently developed and or will develop in the future. The proposal is being brought before you based on staff's realization that the original analysis of these street cross sections during our 2008 general plan, we found that with the city engineer's analysis that it does not affect the level of service if we downgraded these cross sections from 3 lanes in each direction to 2 lanes in each direction. So based on that and based on the prior traffic modeling that was been done, staff recommends that you take action by recommending City Council approval on this item. And staff's available if you have any questions.
Any questions of staff? So basically, that's just, we just feel that those two arterials will not end up being someday a Bear Valley Road or a Green Tree where it really needs to go to 3 because of what we figure the future growth would be on the west side. Is that kind of where that comes from in layman's terms?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So back in 2008, when we updated the general plan, that included the circulation element. And so to support that, like Scott said, we had developed a traffic model of all the arterial and collector roads in the city, and it had forecast traffic volumes based on the land use element that was assumed in the general plan. And so that's the best tool we have to use to size our roads. When I went back and I looked at the numbers, they're threshold numbers for levels of service that we have in our general plan, it became clear that these two roads would be adequately served with only 2 lanes in each direction instead of 3 lanes in each direction. And so it made sense to basically reclassify the roads to a lesser classification.
Thanks. Okay, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing on agenda item number 1. Is there anyone here to speak to us on item number 1? Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission for a determination.
I'll make a motion that the commission, through the actions of the staff, we do the environmental assessment, recommend the City Council approve the attached negative declaration and adopt resolution number P19-019, recommending City Council approval of case number PLAN 19-00007.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wells with a second by Commissioner Huber to recommend case PLAN 19-00007 to City Council for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. And I would like to say, too, I noticed in the staff report that this item was kind of derived from some of the property owners along there that had future concerns for widening. And I think it's great to see that the city listened to them, took a look at it. It made sense and you know, sparked some changes. So thanks for that. Item number 2 and number 3 coming up here. I'm going to need to recuse myself on item number 2. I do own property in the close vicinity, and item number 3, I am the real estate broker on that property. So I am going to turn these 2 items over to Vice Chairman Marsh.
Okay, on item number 2, can we get the staff report, please?
Yes, Commissioners. Agenda item number 2, Plan 1908. It's a conditional use permit with an environmental exemption to allow for freestanding signage that deviates from Title 16 standards for Sterling Inn, a non-conforming independent assisted living housing development. And it's located at 17738 Francesca Road. Staff supports the expansion of the non-conforming use with a deviation from Title 16 for the number of monument signs based on the numbers of streets fronting the facility, which is 3, and the fact that the signs will help increase identification of the site for emergency service purposes. Additionally, staff would like to clarify for the applicant that a non-illuminated sign means not internally illuminated, and nothing precludes the applicant from adding up or down spotlighting to the sign for visibility. Staff recommends approval, and if you have any questions.
Thank you. Any questions for staff? No questions, so I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing on item number 2. I have no cards on item number 2, so I'll close the public hearing on item number 2 and bring it back for decision.
Find the project category exempt under section.
I second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Commissioner Wells to approve case PLAN 19-00008 as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Chair Kurth marked absent from the dais.
Okay, moving on to agenda item number 3. Staff report, please.
Thank you, Vice Chair Marsh and fellow commissioners. Item number 3 is case PLAN 17-00013. It is a tentative track map, development plan, and plan unit development modification to allow for a 110-lot senior citizens single-family residential subdivision with a mitigated negative declaration. This is located at the northeast corner of Nisqually Road and 9th Avenue. The subject plan unit development was originally approved in 1987 with a portion of the development building out in the 1990s, which accounted for about 10 acres of the overall 30-acre development. Currently, about 73 homes exist. The developer that's proposing this modification is planning to build out the remaining 20 acres. But since this PUD was originally approved, the city has now instituted and updated some standards for plan unit developments. So the developer has included as part of the PUD modification amenities for this small lot PUD, which includes such items as a clubhouse, swimming pool, spa, park, walking areas, and also some updated standards such as block wall standards and updated landscaping. With that, staff finds that the development meets the intent of the code standards and recommends approval to City Council as noted in the staff recommendation. Staff's available if you have any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions for staff?
I'm just questioning when it's been a plan for since the 1990s, basically. If we're going to have anyone here that can kind of answer the question, when will the new development break ground?
I believe the applicant's engineer is here. They may be able to shed a little bit more light on the time frame of when this development plans to occur. As staff, we can't really forecast it at this point. They're not knocking on the door to pull building permits tomorrow. The tentative track map would have a lifespan of 3 years before they'd have to record the map. They could be coming back in 3 years to get a time extension of this map if it is approved tonight. So yeah, it's hard to say how fast they'll move on this one, but I believe the applicant may be able to shed light on that.
Thank you.
I have a question. Are the lots already excavated, and is the street already down?
Of the 73 homes that are built, yeah, those are completely built out, but the area that's shown in the tentative map is just, it was essentially like cleared and grubbed at some point, but there'll be some grading activity that'll need to occur.
Any other questions for staff? I do have one card. Mary Sexton. Mary Sexton.
I apologize for that delay.
That's okay.
My name is Mary Sexton. I live at 13032 Ringwood Court here in Victorville, my house will abut the new development. And I just have a couple of questions. I don't know whether I'm premature with this, but I thought I'd ask anyway. You've already shown us a better plat map than what we received in the mail, so that took care of that one. Is that available to the public?
Yes.
Copies of that?
Yeah, the information that's been displayed is available also on our city website under agendas.
Okay.
But I can give you a copy of what I have tonight if you.
Okay, that would be great. Behind my home, which is abutting this property, is a wall. Will there be an additional wall for that property, or will that one wall just act as the border?
How the city's dealt with new wall requirements, if there's an existing wall that's there, the developer's not required to
Okay.
to consult with the adjacent property owners and get them to take down that and build a new wall. They essentially can leave the existing fencing, but all new fencing would have to comply with the new standards, which would be block.
Okay. There isn't a real estate sign on that property right now that says available. Do you know is that up for sale? Why would they have a sign at the front of the property on Nisqually?
It's fairly common for developers at this stage to just entitle the property, get the proper permits, and then someone else would purchase it and build it.
Got it. Do we have any idea of a red light's going to go in there to help ease the traffic going in and out of our complex and the new complex?
Are you speaking of 9th Avenue? Or?
It's on 9th Avenue, yes. There's a light at 11th and a light at 7th.
I can answer that. No, we don't have any traffic signals planned for the intersection of 9th and Nisqually.
How does somebody go about requesting or having it looked into? Is there something me as a citizen and as a resident of that area can come to the city, write a letter, get a petition? I don't know. What I'm worried about is these are senior citizens. Right now, with the new ramp for the I-15 off Nisqually, it's really, really, really hard sometimes to make a left-hand turn out on Nisqually. And there have been accidents there. And the lights don't seem to coordinate real well either. So I'm just really concerned with putting more senior citizens there that it's just going to open up to something, and I'm just trying to bite the bullet a little early.
Well, your request here is sufficient. We can evaluate it and see if it
okay, would you do that?
would
Thank
warrant a traffic signal. But just so everyone knows that there are certain requirements for the installation of a traffic signal. There are certain minimum volume thresholds on the side street. So as an example, 9th Street would need to have a certain hourly volume to justify installing a traffic signal. So we look at things like that. It's not can't be just an arbitrary decision, but we can evaluate it.
Since the opening of the freeway ramp, it's gotten worse. The traffic has increased trifold. And then I think you addressed timeline. There's no way we can tell what the timeline is at this point. Am I correct?
Correct.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other comments for item number 3? Okay. With that, I'll turn it back to the commission for a decision.
Vice Chair Marsh, adopt the attached mitigation negative declaration. Adopt resolution number P- 170013, Adopt resolution number P-19-015, recommending city council approval of track map time portion of case number Plan 17-0013, and adopt resolution number P-19-017, recommending city council approval of the development plan portion of case number Plan 17-00013.
I second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Huber with a second by Commissioner Wells to recommend for approval to City Council case PLAN 17-00013 as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with Chair Kurth marked absent from the dais.
Agenda item number 4, staff report, please.
Thank you, Chairman Kurth. Item number 4 is various code amendments that staff was hoping to bring forward to you tonight, but we are requesting a continuance to the June 12th hearing.
Okay, thank you. I will open the public hearing. Is there anyone here to speak to us on item number 4? Seeing no one, I'll leave the public hearing open and continue this, make a motion to continue this item to the June 12th, 2019 meeting.
We have a motion by Chair Kurth with a second by Commissioner Huber to keep the public hearing open and continue case PLAN 19-00013 to the June 12th, 2019 regular Planning Commission meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. And also on the next item, number 5, is also a request for a continuance regarding the wireless communication facility. I'll open up the public hearing on number 5 if there's anyone to speak to us. Seeing no one, I'll leave the public hearing open and continue this item, make a motion to continue this item to the September 11th, 2019 meeting.
Second.
We have a motion by Chair Kurth with a second by Commissioner Marsh to keep the public hearing open and continue case PLAN 19-00001 to the September 11, 2019 regular Planning Commission meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Number 6 is a track map time extension. Staff report, please.
Thank you, Chairman Kurth. Item number 6 is case PLAN 19-00003. It is a previously environmentally assessed 147-lot single-family residential tentative track map time extension and modification, allowing for a 3-year time extension to tentative track map 20027, as well as an associated modification to allow for additional roadway dedication along abutting circulation element streets. This is located on the southeast corner of La Mesa and Mesa View Drive. The original track map was approved approximately 3 years ago on April 13th, 2016. No modifications have occurred to the map, and no changes to the municipal code have occurred that would require modification to the map, besides the change to the circulation element, which requires a slight modification of a dedicated right turn lane at La Mesa and Mesa View. So that additional dedication has been included in the modified conditions, and therefore staff recommends approval of the modification and the time extension. Staff's available if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of staff? Okay, I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing, and if the applicant has any questions, comments, feel free.
Good evening, Chair Kurth, members of the Commission. My name is Bo Cooper. I'm the Entitlement Manager with United Engineering Group, here representing the property owner. We have worked with staff. Thank you to Scott and Alex. We've read through the conditions of approval. We have no comments, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. Any questions of the applicant? Thanks. Anyone else to speak to us on item number 6? Seeing no one, I will close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission for a determination.
Chairman Kurth, I'd like to make a motion to find the project previously environmentally assessed under the mitigated negative declaration approved in conjunction with the project's original planning case number PLN 15-00029. Adopt resolution number P-19-013 approving the tentative track map modification portion of case number PLAN 19-00003, subject to the attached conditions of approval, and adopt resolution number P-19-014, approving the tentative track map time extension portion of case number PLAN 19-00003 for a period of 3 years, subject to the attached conditions of approval.
I second.
We have a motion by Vice Chair Marsh with a second by Commissioner Wells to approve case PLAN 19-00003 as conditioned. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. We need to open up and make time for public comment if there is any. George? No? Okay, thank you. Moving on to commissioner comments. I'll start. Commissioner Wells.
No, I have none.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
I do. I've recently been in and out near the old Walmart on Bear Valley Road, and it's in really bad shape. Has doors wide open. Landscape is dead. The asphalt is done. And I think talk about maybe having this owner of this property hire a security guard full-time. The homeless out of there and try to clean the property up. It's become a real eyesore. Not getting any better.
Thank you for bringing that up. Of course, it's not an agendized item, so we can't really have any discussion on it. But as usual, will staff take a look into that and maybe be able to give us down the road what the situation is or an update or something?
Yeah, we can give an update. We'll look into it further, and I can update you all once George has some time to look into it further. We've also received feedback on prior last month or the month before. We brought up a maintenance issue with abandoned buildings, so we can look into that further when we bring that item back regarding security.
That'll do it.
Thank you. Any comments or anything from staff?
Not tonight.
Okay. Well, thank you all. Meeting adjourned.